The Sorites paradox. Imagine a heap of sand, a big pile sitting right in front of you. Nobody would argue with you calling it a heap. Now remove one grain. Still a heap, obviously. One grain makes no difference. Now remove another grain. Still a heap. Keep going. One grain at a time. At each step, removing one single grain from the pile. And at each step, the pile is still clearly a heap. But at some point, you end up with 2 grains of sand. Is that a heap? What about 1 grain? And here's the problem. If 1 grain never makes a difference, then you should never reach a point where the heap disappears. But clearly at some point it does. 2 grains is not a heap. 1 grain is definitely not a heap. So at exactly which grain did it stop being a heap? Nobody can answer this. Not because they have not thought about it hard enough, but because the question exposes something genuinely broken in how language and categories work. This is the Sorites paradox, named from the Greek word soros, meaning heap. It was first proposed by the philosopher Eubulides of Miletus over 2,000 years ago, and it has never been solved. Because it is not really about sand, it is about every category human language uses. At what point does a bald man become not bald? At what point does a tall person become not tall? At what point does a rich person become not rich? The categories we use feel clean and clear, but the boundaries between them are nowhere to be found.